Put a price on such powerful artifacts. I could.
Oh,
Who could put a
skill
price on
plays.
such powerful artifacts? I
Yeah.
could.
Wait, how do I kill it? Find damage from.
Hear that sizzle?
Crack it, dog! Now this is treasure!
Wait. First now. So I just step you. Heal it slightly suboptimal. Forge. I think I'm chilling. I don't know. That was. By your logic, women aren't as. No, women aren't as good as men at video games, like social norms.
I have seen creation.
But I don't doubt. I don't think women's peak potential is any lower. Oh, he fizzled. I'm out of the fucking. I'm out of it, bro. Damn. Thank you for the information, though, Meesmile. I did not notice. But yeah, I do think that a lot less competition makes the peaks on average lower, right? So he's infinite, right?
This ship would fall apart without you.
Hear that sizzle?
Never get the fucking. What?
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Exclusive merch. In limited quantity.
It can't be empty.
Really good I held that.
Thank you.
Like, what's that for, of? Deny for. He's not infinite fizzle, though, right? I don't know if he. This snapshot and this is fizzle, or is this called deck tracker X? I assume that's fizzle. He is infinite. Really denied lethal and denied fatigue. Oh yeah, for sure, hedonist, but I think they also get worse. Because then, arguably, wouldn't any good 20-year-old that wants to persist?
I have seen
Or do you think not all 30-year-olds? No, then that shows decay, right? I don't think biological preferences are a thing. Could be wrong.
I'm running low on ingredients.
Wait, I solved Hearthstone.
Hear that sizzle?
I found my win con. I found my win con. Pretty straightforward. Old Oak Tree, thank you for the follow. I'm not saying most, I'm saying... Do you think that if a pro player wants to continue past the age of 30, 30 is arbitrary, of course, but do you think they will be just as good as, like, the fresh talent? I feel like no, but maybe that's... I don't know.
Like a few. My pantry is bare.
How long can you hold your breath?
Let the Badlands burn. Scorch the sands. Hear that sizzle? It can't be empty.
Esports in general. Yeah, deteriorate. Like, 30 is an arbitrary number, I'm pulling it out of my ass. But... Works 80 hours I play. Are we fatiguing the... No, we can't win, but we do win. Maybe not, because I spotted it too late, but the line is more than this sticks, so he can't play Fizzle and bounce it, so he's no longer in. He has no way to kill this without going Ceaseless, but then if he goes Ceaseless then Fizzle, he doesn't have infinite Ceaselesses, and if he goes Fizzle, he can't bounce it, right? But I noticed too late, and I don't think I have enough value to outlast him now. Right, but I go... I might have... Wait, did I miss out on value? It's not about cognitive decline, and you're comparing older people to kids with little to no abilities. People who kids have. I don't know if that's entirely true. I spotted the win con way too late, like a boss.
My goose is cooked.
Ismail is literally older than you. Dude. I'm not saying I'm... What do you mean? That's not an argument. There's an 8-year-old player that's dog shit. There's a 15, whatever the peak age is. 16 or whatever. 18, regardless. There's an 18-year-old player that is bronze. That proves nothing. Right? I'm not saying, like, one specific example disproves or proves my argument. I think maybe yes, older people. Nah, even then. I think less so in Hearthstone, but I think maybe willingness to grind goes down. No, I agree. 55 plus possible practically. If my older guy's doing 35, I don't know.
Time to slice and dice.
Like, why is Maxi the only cracked child? He isn't, but sorry for calling him a child. He isn't. But, like, obviously it's not that simple. There's other young players that aren't as good, that put in just as much time. Like, Law's pretty good here. Cut down. Imagine if I hit Biopod at any point. I don't know. Top deck. Trying to think about my position more in depth. Plus you have vision problem. Thoroughly?
Let the
Riders.
Badlands burn.
Thoroughly?
Scorch the sands.
I'm thinking Husk. I didn't even know there was a single floor.
Witness
Yeah, averages. Of course.
arcane magic. How enigmatic.
Talking about the average, not talking. Average person.
Witness
The average American also
true arcane
sure.
magic. How enigmatic.
The average person is a complete idiot. Myself included, to be very clear. I'm no better. You know, I think like people,
Too soon.
there are plenty of people that invest more time than pro players into this game and are not pro. So clearly there's something further than just time in. And most people who play were too old already when it came. I don't know if that's true. I wonder how old the average player is versus when it came. Biopod Prage?
This ship would fall apart without me.
You know, no, for sure. But I don't think plenty of teenagers have played for half a decade and aren't top 100? Like, play religiously for half a decade? Less teenagers have. Western teenagers have visible interest to play Hearthstone. Am I out of.
Hold on. I'm getting inspiration.
I was working at a grocery store spending like too much money on Hearthstone, I won't lie. At like fucking 14, 15. To be fair though, yeah, having a mentor is like a cheat code.
Witness
Becomes signature and
magic.
yeah, no, I know that, but I just didn't know there was a signature claw. Like cards that don't have a signature art wouldn't get generated signature. They just don't exist. Take that back. Damn.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirate.
Yeah, for sure, but that's a like pessimistic way to see things. Not pessimistic, but like yes, time spent on hobbies is not very valuable, but it makes us happy. I don't know.
Now this is treasure. How long can you hold your breath?
But like, yeah, sure, he could have learned a skill, a profession in that many hours, like for sure. But like, so could all of us. We're all Hearthstone players.
Too soon.
I don't know. I think if we're unrealistic, me smile, and think he could have invested that time just as easily into anything, there definitely is, right? But that's obviously not how our brains work. Breakdance. Bell.
What should I order?
Maxi could have been a linebacker. Yeah, he is Australian. I do not think he could have been a linebacker. Maybe. Generational talent. Outbacker. Good one. Was I supposed to just go in and waste Sonya?
Now this
I'm giving him a lot of time.
How long can you hold your
I don't need Sonya. I have Exeter. I have not that much else the next value like to value, but still. Wait, I guess I didn't need to. I could have stepped Sonya then. I was thinking I need to step the Scoundrel, but I could have paid for Scoundrel, paid for Drifter, and or paid for right. And I just lose my Scoundrel is the issue. But yeah, maybe that was the play. I just stepped Sonya.
this is treasure.
Probably was right.
Who could put a price
I've given
on
him
such
so much time.
powerful artifacts? I could.
Alive, most likely. Yeah, doing good, doing good.
How long can you hold your breath? Now this is treasure. Now this
Who
is
could
treasure.
put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could. Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could. Buy one, get one full price.
I don't know, bro. That was done. Boop.
My hand is too full.
Dead. That was so sloppy. So poorly played.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I
Heal 6
could.
is lethal. Lethal. 7. Nah, you can have it in board space.
How long can you hold
Dead,
your
dead.
breath?
That's Tarslick. Tarslick. That turn was so bad. That to anybody. What do you mean by that?
I must choose soon.
The fuck you mean? Like, obviously? What do you mean? Gear shift ends it? Anything. Why you say it like that? You checked it? What do you mean by that? Oh, do you mean Riz? Wait, Hedonist, do you mean Riz? No, I haven't rizzed up any work. That's what you're asking.
Witness true arcane magic. Witness
This
true
ship would fall apart
arcane
without me.
magic. How enigmatic. How enigmatic.
Hear that sizzle? Gasp for air. Chop chop. fall apart without me.
I should have just taken Sonya. Why didn't I just take Sonya? Because I'm greedy and wanted the extra value. But what the fuck, rope? Like, he could be buy two or one of. Are they allowed to ask your sexuality on a job application? I've never seen that here in Canada. That seems very discriminatory. Like, what the fuck does it have to do? Like, what? They can just ask you your sexuality? Sexual preferences? Whatever? What? I assume that's illegal in Canada. Or just not common practice. Why the fuck would they bother? What's the value in it? I don't get it. Why? Think. I guess, maybe? Yeah, I guess. That still seems just odd. Like, why the fuck ask? Quotas? I don't. Gay quota is the wrong way to put it, but like, that seems odd to me. Is there anything worth playing in Forest? What's forbidden thingy? Oh, forbidden fruit? I assume they run it just to proc the spell burst, right? Because 8 armor is very relevant. Like, you just play this on, well, not on 8, on like 4, and then just proc it with the 0 mana spell. But you know, obviously it's flexible. It's 10 burn later on, 20 armor. But like, I assume the primary you gain 8 if you're against aggro when you're desperate. I don't really want to play Dunga. It's so infuriating. I can't believe they deleted Chalice. I want to play Owl Druid. Drum Circle? I cooked something up like that a couple months ago, but I don't think it's very good. With this dude, Drum Circle, and the Shooter spell. Like 4 mana Embrace, is that playable? Oh no, you mean Dungar with Drum Circle. Yeah, never mind. I meant Treant with restart every game. Yeah, you're true. You're right. You're right. Drew it off the table. Yeah, I know. I know. Cooking time. Is this playable? The Druid, but it's the Titan bug. The Titan bug. Any knowers? Is this runnable in the deck? Probably, right? Yeah, is Nature Shaman playable? Am I biting Norse's shit there? In denial, Shaman player. Yeah, exactly. Norse would say it's playable. You just run Oracle, right? I think Oracle's really good over that. But then you need Overload cards. Are there any good Overload? Obviously not in. You watch Surf's Up today? You need to get a job. You want to remember that one Shami? That's Norse now. Who's the Shaman God guy? I have no